Hi guys, and welcome back to the pig room, or welcome to the pig room if you are new here. If you are just joining us on this channel, it is a pleasure having you here. My name is Austin and I show you the life of my own 14 guinea pigs, and we talk about just about anything and everything on guinea pig care. So for today's video, we are doing something that is so necessary. I cannot believe the condition of Jojo. For those of you who don't know, he's actually my most recent addition to my furry family. He is so special because he's actually a teddy guinea pig. He's actually my first teddy guinea pig. I've admired this breed for so long, so the fact that I have one of my own, I feel incredibly honored for some reason and just so special. I have to admit though, I was not aware of his breed being a little bit more of high maintenance, I guess you could say. With having him as a new breed to my family, I jumped on the internet, as one does, and just kind of wanted to brush up on his background, genetics, why he is the way he is, just in general how to take care of him as compared to my other guinea pigs. And along my research, I found out that they actually require a lot more care than my other pigs. Along with them having very unique fur, which is kind of considered to be almost comb-like, like a hair comb, how it grows outwards. They also have floppy ears, so that instead of growing outwards and having kind of space that you can see into their ear canal, they grow down. As a result of that, they actually are more prone to buildup of earwax and also ear infections. So it's really important in making sure that you're keeping up with weekly ear cleanings and just making sure all around they're in good condition and in tip-top shape for the most part. Along with their ears, they also can come with a little bit more of skin issues. Because of their dense fur, they're a lot more prone to ringworm, as is every kind of guinea pig in the entire breed system, ecosystem, whatever you want to call it. But they are more prone to suffering from it a little bit more than other breeds, just because their fur is so dense, so it's a lot easier to miss symptoms and the signs of ringworm. So it's really important that you're making sure to do weekly health checkups and making sure that they are in good condition and that there's no risks of any illnesses or infections or fungal infections, bacterial infections, anything that could potentially be wrong with them. They also have super dry skin, so it's important that you are maintaining a good moisturized skin, which could either be with olive oil or even coconut oil, and making sure that when you do bathe them, which shouldn't be more than 2 to 3 times a year, that you are using a semi-moisturizing shampoo or even a conditioner at the end. For today's video, we're actually going to be treating him with a medical shampoo, which is actually very popular amongst the guinea pig community and was something I actually found out about through Saskia, who actually bathes her guinea pigs, all of her guinea pigs, in this shampoo, which treats for fungal infections. I am actually doing the bonding process with Vision and Jojo very soon, so I just wanted to give him kind of like a medical bath and making sure that if there was a case where he did have ringworm or any type of other infection or disease, that would not be spread to Vision. So I got Jojo from guineapigfinder.com. It's a very popular website where you can see all the guinea pigs within your area or even states over that are in need of rehoming. I really love the website, along with finding really great situations that guinea pigs are in and the families really caring for them but being disappointed in having to give them up and rehoming them. There also are some really bad cases where some guinea pigs look like they're suffering and are in need of definitely some rescuing. So his case was a little bit different. He definitely was in okay condition. It was neither good nor bad. Upon review of me adopting him the first day, he looked like he was in really great shape, but after looking at him a lot closer, I started to notice some issues. The first one being that there was a massive cut on his back. The owner actually told me that he received that from living with other aggressive males. Teddy guinea pigs by nature are very friendly, so when you mix them up with a really aggressive dominant male, it's probably not a good mix and will lead to situations like this. So it seems like one of the males or 2 of the males, however many he was living with, actually latched onto his back and sent a deep teeth cut into his back and resulted in a wound. When I did get him, it was completely closed up, but almost like a bloody scab. So that will be treated today in today's video. I'll probably be doing some Neosporin on that just to make sure it's all nice and cleaned and helped up. He also has very dry skin, so that is where the bath comes into play, and also combing. Teddy guinea pigs are very prone to dry skin, so it's really important that you're making sure that they're well moisturized, especially their ears. They get very dry, so anything like olive oil or coconut oil and applying it to them every so often when they are dry will really help and make a difference to them. Thirdly, his ears. His ears are super bad. This is the worst case I've ever seen of a guinea pig suffering from a really bad buildup of earwax. I've never seen it this bad. It is crusty, it is gross, it is smelly. Clearly the owner was not keeping up on the maintenance of Jojo, and unfortunately that's just the case that I find happens a lot through through going through these websites and getting pigs from kind of shitty situations. But I'm not here to judge the owner on not taking care of him properly. Obviously, with her situation with moving, it can be very stressful, so I can understand that she probably does not have as much time as he needs, which is the reason why she is rehoming him. So I can cut some slack there. And then lastly, he has what seems like either hardened poop on his nails or foot spurs. From what I could tell from the information online in regards to foot spores, they are basically the overgrowth of skin on certain areas of guinea pigs. Typically it's on the feet. Similar to how humans get skin tags, guinea pigs get foot spores. So they're just very hardened clumps of skin that can be clipped off with a nail clipper, or you can actually take them to the vet and they'll be able to do it there. I want to say that it's not actually foot spores given the color of them and also the placement. I want to say it's poop. He has really dark hardened poop underneath his nails that needs to be off. They need to get off because it's not healthy for him to have that under there. It runs the risk of infection, and also it's probably super uncomfortable for him to be walking on them. It's almost like as if you were walking on rocks. So I'm hoping that through giving him a bath and soaking him in there, they will fall off and soften up. So fingers crossed it is just hardened poop. I'm really hoping it is and it's not a serious issue. That is pretty much the rundown of what we are dealing with. Overall, Jojo is in really good condition. He's healthy, he's eating, he's drinking, he's popcorning. He is very lively and social, so he's not in any type of pain or any discomfort or suffering from any illness, but there's just a little bit of some DIY we need to do for him. So we're gonna do that in today's video. I have all my stuff planned. I'm going to be working in here. We're going to be moving downstairs into my kitchen. We're gonna be all over the place, and I'm really excited to get to do this because I've already had him now for about 2 weeks, and I'm just now getting around to giving him this much needed treatment. We're going to move on to my medical table. We'll give him a quick checkup, we'll weigh him, full body scan, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, so the first thing that I want to do when it comes to Jojo's makeover, health check, whatever you want to call it, is I want to get his weight down. His owner said he was around 10 months old, so he should be anywhere from a pound to 2 pounds, give or take, for his age. So we're just going to weigh him on here. I'm just going to set down one of my pee pads on top of it because Jojo is a little bit more on the squirmy side. He does not like to stand in one place, so this will just help him to be a little bit more cozy and have a little bit more traction. So I'm actually going to go grab him and then we'll get his weight. Alright, so he is 2.185 pounds. That's a typical weight for him. I mean, he is a male also, so I'm not surprised that he's over 2 pounds. Alright, so we're just going to move him off here, and then we can proceed with the rest of the health check. So my main concern when it came to Jojo and giving him his thorough health check, I noticed his ears were really bad. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see, but he has so much buildup in his ears. It's just a really crusted earwax. The owner did mention that it's been a really hard couple last months with moving and stuff and just trying to figure out her plan for that. So that's why she's not been able to tend to him in the way that she should have been and the way that he needs. That's going to be our job today, obviously, in making sure that he's all nice and clean and restored back to full health. So in order for us to do that, we are going to get some coconut oil. This is actually a really great product for breaking down earwax and all those kind of crusties inside the ears, because it's actually one of the closest products of their naturally produced oil themselves. So this is really going to help break down the product in his ears and help us to get it out a lot easier. I'm assuming that this earwax has been in there for quite a few months, so we're going to definitely need something that's going to help break that down. And then alongside with that, we're going to use some Q-tips. So we're going to soak his ears in coconut oil, and then we're going to use Q-tips and making sure that we're getting everything out of there. A majority of the earwax and the buildup is only on the outside and a little bit on the in. We really want to make sure that we're not actually going inside of the canal, which is this hole right here. We could cause some serious damage there, so we just want to make sure that we're not doing that. So we're really going to focus the majority of our work on the outside and then a little bit on the inner. So as you can see, Jojo's being very difficult, but we will try and work our best to do this. What my plan is to just get some of this coconut oil, and we are going to just kind of warm it up in our hands. As you guys can see, it's a little bit more of a thicker consistency, but as soon as the coconut oil warms up, then you can kind of create it into a paste form. So we're just going to get a little bit of that and then just apply it to their ears. Also, side note, teddy guinea pigs also are susceptible to really dry skin, so applying any type of moisturizing conditioner or any kind of product to their ears will really help in alleviating those symptoms. So this is really going to help out also with his dryness on his ears. And we may actually have to wrap him up in a towel just because he is being a little difficult to work with. but I'm going to work with him the best way possible, and I'm just going to apply that coconut oil on the outside and then also on the inside, and then really making sure that we're rubbing it in and making sure we're getting out all that crusty stuff. And if you need to, also give them veggies, because that's definitely a #1 way to get them to kind of calm down a little bit. I actually ordered CBD in the mail, but it didn't come in time, so we're just going to do this without it. So I'm just going to actually focus on the outside of his ear and just making sure that he's kind of getting used to the sensation of having a Q-tip being on his ear and being cleaned. I can already tell all the crusties are coming out on my finger. And then we're just going to almost do this rolling motion as if we're scooping outwards, because I don't really want to push any of that earwax back into his ear. So this is coming off actually really nicely with this coconut oil. And they'll do that as well, they'll shake and stuff, that's all normal. Oh my goodness. Just look at that. So chunks are coming out, oof, so gross. You know what guys, I'm actually gonna change the setup really quickly because I really want you guys to see this, so give me 1 second and we'll adjust this. All right guys, so this might be a better setup for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm actually going to work on this ear and just push him up against my body because I really want to make sure that he's not moving around and stuff. All right, so back to what we were doing. We are just going to apply a little bit of coconut oil onto his ear, and then we'll get into there. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Just big chunks are coming out, guys. Very big chunks. So I'm noticing the worst spots in his ears are where his crevices are, and that's really where the majority of the earwax is really getting nice and stuck, which is to be expected, obviously, just because they are crevices. That is everything that I feel like I can do for today. There still is a little bit of buildup a little bit further in the canal, and I just feel like with having him get this done for the first time, I want to kind of just start slow, so I may do another ear cleaning in the next couple days. But for right now, he looks a lot better in regards to his ears. As you guys can see, this is everything that I pulled out. So much wax and crusties. I'm sure he's feeling much better. His ears are definitely moisturized now. So the next step is going to be a bath. He has really bad dandruff on his skin and it's very dry, and also he definitely has the smell of the other pigs on him still, so we're going to give him a nice bath and treat him for some ringworm and fungal infections. So yeah, let's head down to my kitchen. We're gonna bathe him down there and we'll get this boy all pretty. Alrighty guys, so now that his ears are all clean and much better than what they were before, we're going to give him a much needed bath with some, I can't even pronounce this, Myconazole Shampoo. This is a really popular shampoo for dogs and cats, but also for guinea pigs, and this is going to treat any type of fungal infections for him. He doesn't have any signs of one, but I'm just doing it for preventative reasons, plus he is in need of a really good bath. So this is going to help kind of freshen up his coat, make it look really nice and shiny, and also treat him for any type of potential illnesses that he may have. So yeah, we're just gonna go grab him from upstairs. He's actually back into his cage because I wanted him to calm down from that ear cleaning experience. Clearly he did not like it. This should be a little bit easier on my end with actually the process of bathing him, so hopefully he's better. So I'll show you guys the setup for the sink and how I'm going to bathe him, and then we'll go get him. So this is where we're going to be bathing him. It's just my kitchen sink. It's completely cleaned. I just washed it out with some regular dish soap, so no harsh chemicals, just to make sure he's safe while he's in here. To actually bathe him within the sink and making sure that he's, you know, getting a proper bath, I'm actually going to cover the bottom with a towel. So just this one right here, this is just a beach towel. This will help to actually keep in the water into the sink to help him kind of soak in there, and then also for him to have some traction and he's not kind of slipping around and everything like that. I did talk to the owner and she mentioned to me that those little brown bits on his feet may not be foot spores, they're actually hardened poop, which is also very concerning because I don't understand why any guinea pig should have hardened poop unless you're not properly cleaning out their enclosure. So I'm hoping by giving him a bath, those poop chunks on his nails are gonna get softened up and just fall right off. I don't have just fresh, clean nails. I really don't think they are foot spores. From what I've looked up online, they don't seem like it. So I'm hoping that this will do the job and get him all nice and clean. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup. I make sure to use kind of lukewarm to room temperature water, nothing too hot, nothing too cold, just enough to make him feel comfortable. And then we will lather him up in this shampoo right here, and we'll keep this on him for about 5 to 10 minutes. It's really important when you are using this, shampoo that you're letting it kind of soak in and really do its job. If you were to just lather them up and rinse them off right away, this would not do anything. So it's really important that this shampoo and the properties of it are really working its magic on the pig's pores and really getting inside of that skin and doing what it's supposed to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go grab him from upstairs and we're gonna go get started. Being a very good boy. So I'm just going to do one final kind of run through on his body, especially focusing on his backside where his grease gland is, because I'm noticing that that is very dirty. So I'm just going to give that a good scrub. Alright, so Jojo is all done and we're going to move him onto here and just get him all nice and dry. It's really important before you put your pig into its cage after you give it a bath to make sure it's completely dry. So for about 50 to 60% of the drying, I'll just do it with a towel, and then for the last 40 to 50%, I'll do a blow dryer. When you're using a blow dryer, just make sure it's on low and also on cold. You don't want to heat it up too much. You can use warm air, but you just want to make sure you're not going to burn your piggy, obviously. So we're just gonna get him out of the sink and we'll get him all nice and dry. And you just want to kind of massage him into the towel so that way he is nice and cozy and dry. We'll just get him all nice and fluffy and all good. And I also want to say that he probably will dry a little bit quicker than my other guinea pigs after a bath because of his hair being a teddy guinea pig. So instead of his hair growing down, it grows outwards, kind of like almost like a hairbrush. So that may make the drying process a little bit easier. All right, so I just fixed the lighting so you guys can see a little bit better, but as you can notice, he is practically all dry, but I'm gonna give him a couple blasts of the hair dryer to make sure he's all nice and dry before we put him in his cage, and then we'll get all the other issues tend to. That bath also immediately helped his scar. It's completely gone, all that blood and dry stuff. So that makes me feel a lot better. All right, now to the hair dryer. This is gonna be a little scary for him, but we're just gonna do it nice and softly. Alrighty guys, so Mr. Jojo is all nice and dry, so I'm just going to give him just a little quick comb just to make sure his coat's all nice and smooth and not knotty. Yeah, does that feel much better? And instantly I can just see that he's like perked up a lot more. He looks better, his coat looks a lot healthier and shinier. All that dandruff that was on his skin and all that debris is off. Yeah, there's a lot of like gross stuff in the sink too, so he looks so much better. You look like a true teddy guinea pig now. You do. All right, then I'm just gonna give him a nice quick nail trim. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit of Neosporin just onto his cut. It looks fully healed, like it's all completely closed up, but I'm just going to apply a little of this on him and just really work it in. There you go, bud. All better. You look so handsome now. You look even more handsome. I think he looks so much better, and I'm sure he feels better. I'm really, really glad also that that poop came off his fingernails. Really glad that they were not foot spores, so they just came off like a dream, honestly. All they really needed was a good soak in some warm water. So my boy is looking good, feeling good. He is all nice and better. Isn't that right, Jojo? The number one thing that I was just most concerned about was his ears, so I'm so glad that they look a lot better, and he is just a new and improved little pig. It's so important, you guys, to take care of your pigs and making sure you are researching what kind of needs your breed needs. Teddy guinea pigs are a little bit more on the difficult end with maintaining their hygiene. They have a lot more steps involved with taking care of them. So please make sure that before you get into buying guinea pigs in general, that you're really making yourself aware of what you're signing yourself up for, and you're also capable of doing everything that is involved with taking care of these little boogers. So I'm actually going to clean his cage so that way he doesn't go back into like a stinky, smelly cage. So everything is nice and fresh for him. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I will talk to you guys after. He smells so much better, he looks a lot better, he feels better. His coat is so soft now, how it should be. I am really happy we got around to doing this video. I can tell he's doing much better and feeling much better. He's a lot calmer as well, which may be a result of him knowing he's in really great care, of me taking care of him, and just solving all of his issues. I really want to express to you guys that it's so important to be doing your research when it comes to having any type of breed of guinea pig, and really making sure that you're knowing exactly what kind of care that they need and the kind of maintenance that's involved with keeping these pets healthy and safe. It's so important with these animals because they are exotic. A lot of people are not under that impression, so there's so many factors that is involved with having these pets. Very high vet bills, cage requirement sizes, different kind of materials for them to have, foods, all kinds of things that they really desperately need in order to live a really long and happy and healthy life. So please make sure you are researching online and kind of surrounding yourself with as much information as you possibly can. That's partly the reason why I have decided to be on YouTube and create my channel, and making you guys aware of the information needed for you guys to have happy piggies and raise them to be the most wonderful and social and beautiful things, because they are really joys in my life and they bring me so much happiness, and I really hope that your pets do the same for you. So that is pretty much it from me on today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. I think the most difficult thing for me was the ear cleaning, just because he definitely hasn't had it done in a long time. May have even been his first time, so It was a little bit more uncomfortable for the both of us doing this, but nonetheless, they are all clean, they are all nice, super moisturized, and I'm really happy he's in good condition now. I'm really, really happy. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I really hope you guys have a little bit more appreciation for these animals, and you understand that they are not easy to take care of. They are not a beginner's pet. They're actually quite difficult. So that is it from me and Jojo. I am really happy you guys stuck around to the end of this video. I'm really happy you watched it. I hope you learned a lot. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe for more videos every week. And me and Jojo and the other 13 pigs will see you guys next week. Bye guys.